Starseed psychic medium from UK, and I wanted to discuss with you today a message of readings that I use, which I call animal messenger readings. So first of all, I've sat in circle and I've worked for a very long time training on the sensitivity of myself, understanding the symbolism I receive. So I'm not saying that this is necessarily something that happens overnight, but it's a very simple way of working. So for the first instant, I would say always go into a 3 breath. This allows you to center the mind, body, and spirit. And I'm just going to give you a few examples of how I would work. So I would ask my guides to show me an animal or an insect or a creature, maybe fictional, may not be real. And in some cases, I've had the funniest little things come into mind. So as an example, I've had sea cucumber, which if you Google is a very interesting character. And I've also had porcupine. I've had birds that fly in the sky, such as storks, herons. I've had frogs. I've even had an earthworm. And interestingly, the earthworm was someone who turned out to be stuck in the mud in their car and was actually unable to move. So that's a very interesting one that happened. I'm just going to bring you some ideas to your table of your psychic work. So behind me, I'm at my parents' house, which is rather lovely. We have this glorious butterfly. Now, I did meet someone the other day who's really frightened of butterflies. So sorry if you're frightened of butterflies because it's ginormous. But the first thing you see with this butterfly is you can see it's got bright red eyes. You can see it's got a lovely yellow exterior and a green interior. And the way I would work, if I received this as an image in my mind, I would say you have an animal messenger with you or an animal messenger that's coming to visit you, and it's a butterfly. And I would consider very long and hard, or not very long and hard, depending on who you're working and how long you have to work, what butterfly means to me. If I was doing this as a remote reading, I would sit and I'd really ponder into it. If I'm doing it as a one-to-one, you'd need to work a bit more quickly. So what does butterfly mean to you? Every animal, every insect, every image, every symbolism aspect, whether it's a living being or not, will have a different reason or understanding or memory link to the reader. It's really important. Everyone who does reading understand there are no books, there are no rules and regulations. You have to go with how you feel and what you sense. So the butterfly for me would mean re-emergence. It would mean coming out of your cocoon of times that have been difficult, times that have been very restrictive. It could also mean that you're just soaring, that things are going brilliantly. But what you will find is as you're working with this animal messenger, the answer will become clear. So if I was reading this butterfly for myself right now, I would say the yellow is for me a colour of teaching, a colour of wisdom. And I would say that Spirit are really bringing a great wisdom to my door at the moment. I'm very, very blessed and I feel very, very humble to work as an ambassador for them. And I'm doing what I love. So that's a beautiful thing. The green within the butterfly is to do with the healing. Now, people do say that you're either a psychic, you're a medium or a healer or a selection of the few. Well, I feel that psychic work and mediumship are healing in themselves. It's listening to someone, it's understanding their needs, it's also expressing your sympathy, but in a way that gives them some comfort. And I do feel that's really important to bring to the table. The other thing that would really draw my eye is these spots on the belly of this butterfly, and it's reminding me very much of Finland. It's reminding me of a Finnish artist. So I did have communication with a Finnish beloved yesterday. Maybe I need to get back in contact today, but that's what that would mean to me. So moving on up, because we've got a few creatures here, we've got an elephant. Got a grey elephant. Hope you can see it. Okay, I'm going to stand up. The light's not so good. There we go. This grey elephant. Now, elephant always reminds me of my late aunt. I gave her elephants all the time. Maybe she'll pop in as I'm talking. But elephants never forget is one of the phrases they bring. Now, I have forgotten many a time, many a thing, because my mind is so... I don't know how I word it. My mind's a bit like a security camera. It's like the more interesting things hold, the less interesting things just whittle away. So I feel that really the elephant has come in for me at this moment to just say, never forget the value of who you are, what you do. I do feel this is for everyone who's watching this video also. I'm going to just move on to another creature. So I've got a heron here. And heron has come in, and it's not to do with storks and babies and all those things for me. Heron is to do with a creature that's very elegant, standing tall, very proud, and watching the experience around them. So heron could be just saying, just make sure you stand up for yourself, make sure you are understood, is what the heron would mean to me. Now I have got a creature over here. I've got a little iguana. I'm hoping you can see. I'll tell you what, I'll pull it up for you. So this is an iguana. I hope you can see it okay. So iguanas come in to let me know that things are changing. Because iguanas they're not chameleons, but they do change their colour. They do change the way they appear. So it's saying to me that things are changing. It's saying that like things have been a bit dry for you. Things have been a little bit hard, but now you're going to sit and you're just going to enjoy the change around you. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a pondering of how you can work with your spirit animal messengers. And do please leave some comments. If you feel that you have a creature or a being that's drawn to you, let me know. Power animals are different. So power animal is generally an animal that's you've been attached to metaphysically for a very, very long time. My power animal is actually leopard. I have within my wedding ring leopardess written in my wedding ring. No, my husband's ring, sorry. I have his little nickname in mine. But leopardess has always said to me about a strength in myself. It said to me about a protection of my family, about showing my own true colours. I've always been authentic. What you see is who I am. I try not to clear up too many of my videos. I try to be as true to the life as things are, because I am 42, I am human, and I'm Indigo Starseed Psychic Medium. I hope you enjoyed this. Lots of love, and let me know what animal you feel is with you right now. Blessings.